think I'm 10 minutes early. See some people in there. It says nobody's in here right now, though. This is a piece of that Russian olive that I have been enjoying carving. I'm filming this way so people can, in landscape, so people can watch on their TVs. If you want to join in the chat, you gotta people chat on these lives, other carvers. You gotta start a YouTube account. You'll be able to join in the live chat, but you can't chat on your TV. You gotta use your phone, tablet, or computer. TV, you can just watch. You can read the comments. So I've hollowed this ice bite. How you doing, man? This is about 6 inches wide, 6 or 7 inches. It's about a foot tall, like 1 foot 2 inches tall. I hollowed out the back with my chainsaw gouger the other day. Russian olive. Yep, beautiful wood. See the grains in there? But it's tricky wood to carve because the grains kind of separate. So anyways, I'm going to carve because I've been enjoying carving. I carve what I want to carve, really. I know I need to make some more wood spirit videos. Let's see here. So I will be making some more wood. There will be a beachcombing video coming out tomorrow. It's like this kind of orangish. Anyways, I'm going to carve a negative space eagle in this carving because the ones that I've carved already have been, because we raised enough money for the chainsaw and the GoFundMe thing. Thank you everybody that chipped in. We'll do the giveaways. I got two of these negative space eagles. No, this is not seasoned. Thanks, Grandpa. It's not it's not the best beachcombing video. It's a story time beachcombing video, so that will be out tomorrow. No, this wood's not seasoned. It was brought to me maybe a month ago, and it was a tree that fell over in my buddy's yard. My buddies cut it up and gave it to me, so it's fairly wet. But the tree was kind of dead standing, so it's wet, but it's not wet. So it's hard to see here, but I got to get a better light. I got rid of the center of the wood. There's no center in there, so less chance of cracking. Is the center down here? I ripped this branch in half with my chainsaw. Yeah, there's no center here either, so it has less chance of cracking. Hi, Flake. So yeah, the beachcombing is, had to renew my driver's license, and I said, well, it was in Richmond, so I said I have to go back and go to the beach and see what's there for wood. So anywho, I'm going to be carving like crazy. This is going to be a lot of carving with my dust mask on, and I'll be listening to music with my headphones on. So, this might be a video. It's going to be pretty long. I don't know. This is a pretty big carving to do for a live. Probably I'd say it'd be about 3 hours long, maybe, with my breaks and talking to people and stuff like that. Now, my goal is to use the color of the sapwood, the hardwood, and the bark. So you got 3 different colors in here. Now, you can see the sapwood. See that white wood around here? That's the sapwood. So this is why I really love this wood, because the sapwood, it's like you can incorporate into the carving. For those who haven't seen my other videos doing it. So with my Fordham, I got the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr here. I'm going to remove the bark down to the sapwood. I could have done that before I started this live, but I just want to show you guys how I start out fresh. And we'll finish this. I might not be able to do the details in the eagle, but we'll see how it goes. So I want there to be like a silhouette of an eagle here with it hollow around the eagle. And I'm thinking about putting some of my Japanese wind with the clouds in it up here. With some, well, you know, when you carve the negative space, just because I hollowed out this with my chainsaw, you know, you'll see me flip it over and you have to carve the back of it too to connect with the front. All right. So this will be a long live. I'm going to kind of get everything set up here. And if anybody has, I don't know if Spike's going to be able, it's probably late in Scotland. Spike's going to be able to stay for the whole thing, but I don't know if Evil Rick's here, or if he's going to be here. He might be on one of his cruising around with his biker buddies on a biker trip on his trike. Anyways, I got to move this so it's not my way because, sorry, everybody, that's just kind of the way it is. Now, I probably won't be able to read comments. It's harder to read comments when you're set up like this because they don't stay on the screen for very long. So I got my Fordham here. I'm going to remove lots of this bark down to the sapwood. I want to keep some of this bark on the piece. Oh, there's Evil Rick. Hi, Rick. And just going to, if anybody's got any questions, Spike or Evil Rickers, the moderators here, and they know lots about me, so they know lots of things. Gabe, sorry, I missed your answer to my question earlier in the feed, but what was the reason to hollowing out the back? Well, this wood, you asked me if it's seasoned wood. No, it's not seasoned wood. I hollowed out this back because it's called negative space, where I'm going to carve right through here, and you're going to see, like, this is a wall hanger. You're going to see the wall through the back. It just gives more shadows and more definition, and it's just something that I like to do. You know, I made a lamp, splitting one of these logs in half, hollowing it out, and gluing the two pieces back together, then doing a bunch of painting. I just did that video, but yeah, so that's what this is. Now, let's just get this bark removed, not all of it. I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break. I'm going to put my hang my microphone up, and start with the Fordham. Then we'll draw the eagle on and the Japanese wind up here if I want to do that. And yeah, so I'll be back in a minute. And this is the dust mask that I use right here. So, you guys there? Can you hear me? That's basically all I really use my Fordham for, is removing bark, or if I got driftwood, removing the gray off the wood. I'd probably pull it out later, carve this a little bit shallower. This feels pretty dry actually, but I know this white wood here, it will be wet. Now, hi Eddie, and I know when you're carving wet wood with these Kutzall bits here, or saber tooth, or whatever you want to friggin' use, these plug up when you're carving wet wood. So this is and I know I repeat myself, this is a little file. This is a little brush to clean out your files. I got this on Amazon. There's a name for this. I can't think of it. But I bought this in sets of 2. So I just I spin my burr and I tap it on here. So anyways, now things change when you open up your carving, because now I didn't realize this knot was in right here. Okay. I just carve her up. I didn't realize this knot was here. So the knot's here. So I want my eagle to be looking, I normally make them looking up this way. So it will be looking that way. But if this knot's here, it will interfere with the wing. And well, do I want to make my eagle looking this way this time? This is a lot of carving. So, you know, if I want to do something like this, make an owl, I'll probably do that on my own time because, you know, I want to start practicing my owls pretty soon to make them a little bit more aggressive looking. So, let's see here. The head will be tilted up. Well, I want to have my Japanese wind up here. Incorporate the colors into it. This is going to be a lot of carving. So there's that. A lot of carving. Now, the eagle, we'll just put its head like this. This is a lot bigger piece than my last one that I did. Beak. I was thinking maybe I should start putting talons in my pieces, but I can kind of do that. I'm not going to do it on this piece because, well, I'm alive. And I'll just figure out a good way to incorporate the talons in my own time. So then your wing will be here. Big chest. You want them to be like sitting forward. I don't know how well you guys can see those lines. Lower his wing a bit. So something like this is basically the better you draw it on, the better it's gonna friggin' look. Outlines. So you guys see that? I would like to put that. Well, this is like a Japanese art here, or Asian art. It's like a cloud, tornado cloud kind of thing. It's very popular for the tattoos. You guys have seen these tattoos on people. So for this one, all right here is going to be cut through. So it's going to be cut right through here. It's going to be cut through all around here. And probably cut through up here. And I'll try and make it like it's kind of like a rotten cave down in here. And then it's going to be cut through. So, but for this wind, I'm going to make it so the white is on the tips of the clouds. All right. So I have to carve deep around there, taper it in. Send my knife yet? Just carve Rob. Just bugging you, buddy. Just carve Rob's making and selling knives. So how do you guys think of that? I can refine this eagle. Lots of deep carving in here. Oh yeah, that's like an inch thick. But they say this stuff's hardwood. I think because this stuff's it's kind of wet. It's moist. It's not too hard. But you're gonna see me when this plugs up. You're gonna see me pull out this what's called a file card, just carved up. You're gonna see me tap this burr on it when it's spinning, just like this, to unplug it. I don't care. Some people burn. I sell hammocks. What do you mean you sell hammocks, Roy? I just bought one. Yep, I just bought a hammock, and I set it up yesterday, and I fell off of it, tweaked my back. It's only this far off the ground when I sit on it, but I bought the cotton kind. This carve Rob bought the rope kind. Now the rope kind's way better, but I just didn't want to spend that kind of money. on the rope. So what do you guys think of that outlay? That this so far? This is for myself. Think it looks crazy. The chest is kind of big, but it's okay. Give him a broad chest. Now this isn't a realistic eagle. This is my rendition, like Spike says, my rendition of an eagle. You guys are gonna, when you're doing carving, the more that you do, the better you're gonna get. Then you're eventually gonna find something that you really love to do, and well, you're gonna repeat it. I sell hammocks. Oh, Roy, what do you mean you sell hammocks? But you're in, I think you're in England, I believe. Close enough to 420. Anyways, I'm just having a little break. So yeah, I got a lot of cutting. No, I want to keep lots of this white wood on the eagle, so which is called the sapwood. You sell hammocks? I don't know what you mean. You make? Do you make the hammocks and sell them? So I want to keep the white on this eagle on the wing. Sorry, everybody. Sometimes I get confused when I talk. I want to keep this white on the lots of the eagle. So I have to carve really deep around this eagle anyways to be able, when you're using different colors of the wood, long story short, it becomes a lot more tricky because, like, for example, I want this wing to be white, but I want right here around the wing to be the hardwood, the darker wood, so it separates the wing from the body. So be able to do that and make this body part round, I have to carve really deep around here anyways. Around the whole thing, I have to carve super deep. So this one will be for myself for sure, because the other two ones that I did that I love, you guys might not love them. I'm fine with that. I love them. And, I'm going to carve this anyways today. So I figured, you know what? I might as well go live. People might have questions. They can drink some beer, moonshine, whatever they want to drink. Bird one. It's very, okay, Roy. So do you make your hammocks, Roy, or do you just buy them and sell them? Roy Timber sells hammocks. I just bought one. Rob bought one off Amazon. Rob bought the rope kind. I bought the cotton kind. Would probably cost a fortune to send them to you postage. It's very expensive to America and Canada. Yeah, it sure is. Hi, smoke them if you got them. Okay. Anyways, you guys just carry on with your chat. And I'm going to be putting today I think I'm going to be listening to System of the Down. So it's heavy metal music. So lots of you probably wouldn't like it. I'm going to put my microphone up and I'm going to be carving heavy here. You're going to see me tap my burr on this piece lots. File card, I think the name of it is. Alexa, play System of the Down. Oh, I got to put my dust mask on. Alexa, pause. Alexa, stop. I'll be back in a minute. All right, can you guys hear me? There was some heavy carving for sure. Thanks, Spike. Don't feel like you need to carve crazy and fast like I do, everybody. It's just my style. And so see how I'm getting those colors to pop. Bodies, I took the wing down a little bit too low, maybe. Sometimes looking at these pieces too, when it's good to stop and relax and drink your coffee, vodka, Appleton's rum, burn one. The colors in the wood can kind of, just mess with your mind. So that's basically what you call, with Dremel carving, that's basically what you call the block out. Hi, Gabriel. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. So I also thought about, since art, they say art's in three pieces, like, well, not three pieces, but odd numbers. So you got one subject, two subject. I thought about carving just a hidden moon up in this corner when I was carving. It's raining there. Yeah, it's pretty warm when out here. I finished my second gazebo the other day, Evo Rick, and it was just pretty hard. My buddy Brennan helped me some, but bending over, building shelves and stuff, and I had to get up there and roof it. Hello. Thanks, Stefan. Appreciate it. Jordy, you do awesome work. I don't know if it's awesome. It's just my style, but I'll shut up. Thank you. You have to learn how to take a compliment. When I'm doing my own style carving art, I feel a lot more confident than trying something that I don't want to do. If that makes sense, I don't get pressured to carve anything that I don't want to carve. Now, the head, maybe I took a little bit too much out there, right in here. The head looks like it's a little bit long. It kind of looks like a dinosaur eagle, but we'll just do our best to make it look as good as we can. You just have to, I got lots of depth to carve in there. So we're just going to do your typical. See how I talked about that knot right there? The beginning of the video, how I was going to get in the way with my feathers. Well, there it is, but it's okay. Your typical carving. So these lines will go across this way, and these ones will come down here like that. These will be bigger ones. I do have room. I could carve this just down here. I could make it look like it's just a big talon, but I don't think it needs it. I can work on that another day. I got lots of depth for that eagle to keep on readjusting the head. See how much depth I got in there? I got like a good inch of wood to carve there. So this is when I say carve deeper. If it doesn't, if you have depth to carve, let's keep carving it deeper till you're happy with it. I'm pretty sure, I can make this wing really pop out too by carving it deeper around the body. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose most of the white in the head because the wing has to be closer to you and the head has to be pushed back. Thanks, Eddie. And you see how the Chinese wind, see how I didn't carve deep on the points of the clouds? This one I made a mistake because I already carved it lower, but you'll see the white parts on the tips of the clouds. Now, Portugal for 2 weeks. Good for you, Roy. Yeah, how's your health, Eddie? Eddie's a long-time subscriber too. Eddie had not stroke, but he's been having seizures. I don't know. Did you have a stroke, Eddie? Sorry, buddy. I don't. Thanks, Gabe. We'll have to see how it ends up. I kind of carved a little bit too quick around that eagle's head. Now it's really about, well, I'm just going to start carving that eagle's head and we'll see if the wing ends here. So the wing's a little bit low, body's a little bit big, but it's okay. He's got a proud chest. This is when your confidence and experience comes in, when you're going to get into shaping things so they hey Steve, I got your box. Your package has actually moved to my car. Now somebody was going to buy that dust collector mask I have, but I never heard back from them. So I was waiting to go to the post office and sell ship both pieces at once. But dude, I don't know if he's thinking I was going to ship it before he paid me or something, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm going to ship you a piece maybe today if I have time after this. Well, I will have time. Already got all the custom forms done, stuff for it. Anyways, so I think that eagle could be stretching his head out. I could make it shorter too. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, a good chance we're going to lose lots of the weight on this head. That's okay. You got the weight in the wing to make it pop. Like I said, it's trickier when you doing a carving like this. You're trying to incorporate colors in the wood too with negative space. No seizures for a while. No seizures for a while. Good. And healing up from crashing on your motorcycle. Jordy, can you help Thompson? He keeps breaking his flex shaft handpiece. Thanks, Roy. Thompson, how do you break Tobet Thompson? How do you keep on breaking your flex shaft handpiece? How does it break? That's good to hear, Eddie. You guys see how I kept on using this thing? They say to use brass wire or burn it out or soak these overnight, but I don't have time for that shit. I just get the shit out. And you guys can see this is still sharp, this burr. Just spin it, tap it on there, it gets rid of the fuzz so you can continue carving. Because when you fill up these burrs, when these burrs get plugged up, like see how that's a little bit plugged up? When it gets plugged up, and you're still carving with it, you're gonna add lots of heat to this metal. That's how you'll melt the tips. See? Nice and clean. Thompson, do you want to tell me how you break your hand pieces? Are you there? Or can I start carving again? See, I kind of made a mistake by cutting that point of the beacon because personally, I think this head's a little bit long. What do you think, Evo Rick? What do you think, Spike? You think that head's a little bit long? But I can make what I've been trying to practice is making my beaks, my head thinner this way. So I think I could still cut. I think I could still, Rick, maybe a tad. I think I could still see how I got the beak in there. I think I could still cut it back, carve in another beak. So I think what I'm going to do. Cut that right off, right there, and then I can. And that's the way to make your heads thinner. This way. See, another good tip I got from Stevie Kinzor, and I talked about this on my last video. People that struggle with eagles always start off with a bigger beak. Man, for years my beaks were huge like dinosaurs. Now I'm starting to hone it in and make them smaller. It's easier to make it smaller when you're wood carving. It's easier to start with a bigger beak than slowly remove the wood and make it smaller than starting with a small beak. When you have hi Liam's, welcome. It's easier to start with a bigger beak. Question, it's at the spindle, just blew the nut, tighten up the bit. Blew the nut? You blew this nut? Oh, did it break right here? Did it break? Did this whole thing break off? Did your metal shaft inside there break? It's happened to me. They get older. Did it break off right there? This whole piece? That means that you are pushing way too hard. You see me carving fast. Sometimes I push hard, sometimes I don't. I have a foot pedal. It's not speed control. I always run at maximum speed. These bits are meant to spin fast. No, I always run at maximum speed. I just go harder to the touch or lighter to the touch. And there's the tip of the day from Carving Fusion. How's that there? This tripod thing you got me is working great, Evo Rick. Actually, I got to move it higher so the camera's not in my way because I'm going to have to. Well, move it a little bit higher. In that question, so I don't really know what's happening. You can email me the question and I might be able to help you. But I think good chances you're probably, if you're breaking that off there. Yes. Okay, so if this whole thing's breaking off, a good chance that you're just pressing too hard because now there's a metal shaft in here and it will break right. Well, I don't want to take this whole friggin' okay. Get this light out of my way a bit here. So yeah, it's breaking off just below the threads in the metal shaft. When you break this, save it because once you figure that out and stop breaking them, you'll have parts. So save your hand pieces for sure. Your flex shafts. Don't throw them away. I have like probably 50 of them tucked away. Maybe not 50. When I first started Dremel wood carving, you guys would not. I broke the most flex shafts probably ever. No, you don't ever see me breaking the flex shafts just because it's something that comes with experience. I'm not saying I'm a freaking experienced pro carver. I'm just saying I have a lot of experience with this handpiece now, and I don't break flex shafts anymore. Knock on wood. I don't break the flex shafts. Even cutting through, cutting through when I cut right down in here, your bit will jam up, and that's when you'll break your flex shaft. But I've been lucky. So I think my suggestion to you is just don't push so hard because they do break off. I've had a few break off. Now you might have a flex shaft. Let's see. You can take them apart. The one that broke off, you can take them apart. You might have a flex shaft that's something else screwed up on it. You can take that whole shaft off out of there and put it in your other one. So just keep your. Is that? He's broken 5 of them. Yeah, you're pushing. I have broken 5 in the last year. Are they the real Dremel flex shafts or are they fakes? I've broken 5 in the last year. You are pushing way too hard, my friend. You're pushing down way too hard. Chances maybe your burs are plugging up and you're still carving with them and they're not carving that good and you're pushing too hard to get them to carve and that's when it will break off. I'm not saying that you do that, but my 100% opinion is you're pushing way too hard. Like pushing with your hand, pushing pressure on there. And when that's spinning, that will break off. Like I say on my videos, don't carve like I do. Okay, so I'm probably not going to put my dust mask on right now because when I'm doing the details, I like to blow off my blow it off. Now, are you going to try not pushing so hard? Anyways, I think that's my opinion. And this is a perfect example of what I say, carve deeper. What I'm doing now is carving deeper. Yeah, I broke 5 in the last year. It's better to clean your bed every time you use a Dremel before you start using. Yeah, and even at night, even look at that. Just that little bit of a carving. Look at this bit's plugging up already. It's the sap wood, the white wood that's plugging up these bits, not really the hardwood. See, like even inside here, this is doing this where you got a wall, one wall here and another wall. This is when you'll break your flex shafts. I always, when I'm inside there, I always keep it moving. So we'll set the. See, that's already better. Bring your eyes down lower. So my eyebrow for the eagle, I wanted to have a bend in there, so I'm just going to hold my bit right here. Cut and remove. Cut and remove. Okay, so that's a lot better. Still a little bit, well, it's a little bit not proportioned right, but it says what it is. And that's the goal of any art piece, to try and, for me, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes it's good to carve things for people who don't even know what it is. And they ask me, what is it? I'm like, well, it can be whatever you want it to be. Okay? Let's carve a little, just a round moon up here. Quarter of a moon or something. Again, I want to cut all the sapwood away on the inside so the moon can be white, and then it'll be dark in here and it'll be white over here. So white, dark, then white. Having to carve deep around it. Get that color to pop. Oh. afford them. Get some white to come through. Use that color as much as you can. I do anyways. Break on through to the other side. See, I'm getting those colors to pop out in the moon or the sun. I knew this was going to be a long carving. Now I can do undercuts underneath these clouds, but it's almost time to switch burs. All right. All right. I'm going to take a break And then sand it and detail it. How long is this? Well, it's only an hour, 40 minutes. It's not too bad. Just gonna clean this up here quickly. Break time. There you go. His head's crunched down and he's looking up. He sees a potential wife soaring above him. All right. Thanks, Liam. Hey, James Rankin. So see how I carved deeper and I carved that beak back. Now I could still, it's got a pretty wide beak here, but I'll maybe touch that up. I think it looks fine the way it is. I can shave it down and make this. Actually, I want my beak to be more bent over this way. But anyways, the moon's kind of hidden up there. What I'm going to do after my break is switch my bits. This is a little sanding mandrel you get on Amazon. James, thanks for the card, man. Thanks for chipping in. Thanks everybody for chipping in. I save all the cards that you send me, bro. Thank you. The nice cards and that little hummingbird sticker. The last one you sent me fell off, but I got this one here. I got to put it up by Evil Rick sticker there. Little hummingbird. Thanks, Thompson. So that's what you call a block out. Well, more than a block out. The GoFundMe for new saw is closed, Rick, because we raised enough money. I think Spike closed it this morning. So if anybody wants to chip in and have a chance to win one of my carvings, I got 4 carvings I'm chipping in, and 2 of my books that I wrote. You can do a PayPal. You got my PayPal link, Rick? So this guy's kind of nesting down. His head's tucked back. Thanks, Spike. So I already ordered the saw. I'll be in probably another week or two. I'd say another week and a half. And to anybody from Canada, Ryan Cook's selling the carving bars. They're called nano bars. They have the real small tips on them for real fine details, which will be good for owls and eagles. So you see how I was talking about at the beginning of this video, I had to carve real deep here to get these colors to pop. So you can see his body's brown. His wingtips are white. See, I carved deep in between each wingtip. How it's browner at the bottom. Same with here. White, 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 white. And this is cut like here too. There's so many different things you can do. This is the stuff I like to do. Thanks, Rick. So if anybody wanted to chip in for the saw, we'll just help pay for shipping for the carvings. And like I said on the video, the saw video, I didn't do that to try and get a free saw. I got a good job. I go to work. I could have bought the saw myself. But it's a way for people to chip in. And the two highest people that chipped in get to name the saws. The saw, sorry. It's got to be a lady's name. What's everybody carving out there? You guys think I need to change anything on this before I do some sanding? I like to sand it, then I'll put in my little detail burr and do the details on the eagle's wing. And eye in there. Beak. Yeah, how can I make this beak more sharper this way? I go like this. Not that I want to make it any smaller. Put a little hook in there, but then let's take it down more that way. It hangs on the wall. I already got the hole in the back so it hangs straight. So that's another thing to take note of too. So maybe I'm going to clean up this beak while I still got my Kutzall on there. I like to sand, then do my details, but you know what? Actually, I'm going to do no sense sanding. I'm going to do the details first. So I'll use my Kutzall, make that beak a little bit sharper. Perfect. Make that beak a little bit sharper. It's good the way it is. That's just like the black in the wood there where you see. And another thing too, the mouth usually ends where the eye is. So this mouth goes way back here too. Goes way back here. So if I do that and the mouth there, it just says what it is. Any questions from anybody? Sorry, I haven't been seeing the comments. I'm trying to do an owl. Hope it comes out okay. I've only have about 5 months on this new hobby. And friends, owls are great to start out with. Pine. I am working. This comes from Liam's Birds. I'm working on an Eastern Pine Martin out of Scott's Pine. So far, so good. Good for you. Undercut the wing a little. What? Do an undercut in here? Make it stick out a bit more? I got lots of depth. I could still make that wing pop off, Evo Rick. Okay. I can do that. I can do all this with this burr here. Use the tip, and sometimes you use the fat part. Evo Rick says jump. Jordy says how high? Just kidding. Look, an eagle. All right. Undercut the wing. Carry the wing down past the body a bit. So when you do an undercut, you always got to remove. I'm going to take some of its chest down more. Okay, this is for all the tea in China. So much work you made me do there, you Rick. That's better. All right, so I'm going to hook up the little, just hold on a second here. The little detail burr, my second, this Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr is my favorite burr. Then my second favorite burr is right here, this little detail burr. It's like a little taper burr. Well, if you look at this now, it's missing a talon. They should have a talon right here. That's okay. It's an artistic thing. Piece. So I'm just going to get warmed up with this. For the top part of the feathers, I'm going to go this way. Then down here, I'm going to go like this. You can make it so there's like little X's in there if you want. Little undercut. See, doing a little undercut underneath there lets me carry on my feather from under. So I'm going to do a little undercut now. What's going on? Okay, undercut. Remove your undercut bump line. See, I can get underneath that feather wing thing. Go back, clean up all your little wing things. Okay, so the eye, actually let's do a little undercut right here. Let's do this first. So my eye I'm just going to plunge this little bit back here. One plunge like this way, and then I'm going to do a front plunge. Okay, now start cutting in some feathers. So since I undercut that wing, let's undercut a little bit more. All right, feathers. I'll back it up a bit. See how I can get my feathers underneath that wing because I did that undercut? All right, so now my handpiece is getting a little bit hot. It's still a pretty new handpiece because, well, it's filling up with grease. So you gotta hold it up. Ooh, that's hot, hot, hot. You gotta hold it up and have your Dremel down low to get the grease out of there. Now I got this silver taper burr I'm gonna use to make some more points where the cracks are. See, like down in there, so they're not so round. Like here's a perfect example. Sharpen them a bit. Clean up that go around the back too. Might as well sign it when you got this burr on here. I'll put Jordy Johnson on the back in a bit. I'm just doing some undercuts out of this because it's going to be on the wall. So you'll see some shadow, just on a couple of things. Once you start getting into learning to do more undercuts, your carvings will start getting a lot more depth. It's a lot more work, but I think the reward pays off. Whew, getting hot. All right, so I think we'll have a little break. Look at our piece before we want to do the final sanding on it. So I'm just refining this beak a little bit. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. Whew. All right. Anybody still there? Look at all those colors pop. Open the window, get some fresh air in here. Light up a smoke. See if anybody's got any questions. Thanks, James. Well, I'll just carve, Rob. Thanks, man. I do actually tell you the truth. I do want to send you one of my eagles, my newly updated ones. And I will be sending you some of this wood for knife handles. So the only thing missing is my wall. Glued to you carving. Thanks, Gabe. See, once you find your style, you're gonna start having so much more fun. It took me years and years and years to just like carving Rob. Just carve Rob has his style of doing nice little silly things like this. Where's one of Rob's carvings? Oh, I put them all away. I don't want them to get too dusty. He does the little caricatures. I thought I had one here. Thanks, Gabe. I always tell myself that I carve it for myself. And that's when you do a better job. But I got more of this wood too. I got more of it hollowed out. See? Because I know I like carving these. You guys might not like it. That's fine. I'm completely fine with that. But I love it. See how what kind of wood do I prefer? Well, right now I'm enjoying carving this Russian olive. So I prefer when I'm Dremel carving. Yeah, free wood, Eddie. I prefer carving free wood is the best, which this is free wood. Now sand this and oil it, put it in my bedroom. I'm trying to get a knife from Just Carve, one of his new knives, so maybe I need to carve him a freaking eagle so he doesn't charge me $1 million for his knives. Anyways, Just Carve Rob, I did want to carve one of these for you because I want you to have something that I love, unlike that stupid flower. You should go live after me, Just Carve Rob. Carve an eagle. Let's see, do a rendition of this. You and Kevin are always doing the Hectors. Well, why don't you do a carving fusion eagle? Yeah, actually, I had to get my license, renew my license. I might go. Well, I just don't want to go out there and somebody's sitting there camping. So I want to go during the week. So I decided I'm not going to work this week and let my body heal a bit. I built another gazebo in my place and my backs. Then I have a hammock. Then I fell off the hammock. So still lots of sanding to do on this. Man, my Dremel's heating up. So I'm just going to run my Dremel. I'm going to hold the handpiece up like this while I'm talking, and I can answer questions. That's how you get the grease out of your handpiece. They put so much friggin' grease in these things. So just my Dremel's hanging down low on the floor. I'm just going to run it. Hold your handpiece up high. Now, it would be good to take the inner flex shaft out and take all the grease off of it. I don't care what anybody says. The more you do this, hold your handpiece up, run it high for 5 minutes or a few minutes. Take the flex shaft out, wipe the grease off it. Your handpiece won't heat up anymore. What time is it? It's 2:21. Oh, we've been here for 2.5 hours. What's tomorrow? Sunday? Maybe I can carve another one tomorrow for Just Carve Rob, and you can take the pick of it too, because I want one. And Just Carve Rob says he wants one, so. And I want one of his knives. What did I have tomorrow? Sunday? I don't know. It's probably boring to watch carving, but you can pop in and out of these. Just run it. Let that grease get out of that handpiece. Get into your flex shaft. And pull your flex shaft off, inner flex shaft out again if you want. Can you guys hear me? Anyways, that's enough. So hopefully some of the grease got out of there. I was carving pretty hard too, though. Has anybody got any questions? Now for the fun part, sanding. Dun, dun, dun. See, this guy's kind of sitting in his nest. He's crouched down, his head's down, he's looking up. He's looking up at the moon. That's what he's doing. What do you guys think he's looking at? Or she? Should I go live again tomorrow? Oh, I got the beachcombing video. Well, I can go live in the morning, then put the beachcombing video out after that. Maybe I'll put the beachcombing. I'll put the freaking beachcombing video out right after I'm done this live. That's what I'll do. And then I'll go live again tomorrow and carve another one. What do you think? What time will you do the carving? Probably same time, noon, 12 o'clock Pacific time. So, hi, Jane. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Caught the live. So what should I do? Well, I guess I'll sand for a while. I'm gonna put my my back is friggin' killing me. I tried to get my buddy Brendan to come up to the place where I get the birchwood with me so I can go get some bark. But I said, man, I'm not going in that little forest by myself, buddy. I think there's bears or cougars in there. Anyways, I guess I'll sand it. So tomorrow when I carve, I'll carve this one live. I'll have the bark removed first, and then we'll just draw it on and carve it. I don't have a website, sorry, but I'm on Facebook. There's Jordy Johnson or Carving Fusion. I do got to get a website. It would probably help me sell some carvings. Everybody asks that wants to buy a carving. You got a website? I'm like, no, but maybe I should get one going. I'm just not good at that kind of stuff. If anybody knows how to build a website, I just want it cheap. I just want some pictures, like carvings like this, and some chainsaw carvings, and that's about it with my number on it, or my email address so people can get a hold of me. That's about it. Okay, I got to start sanding. I got to put my microphone down, put my dust mask on. No, never mind that fellow. Just carve her up. I'm going to put my camera way up high because the sanding will make the camera dusty. And then we'll oil it. Ah. Oh, my back. I got the curse of the bad back from just carrying around. It's your lucky day today, aren't you? Just Carve Rob. This is not a cheap carving. And I carved it for myself, but damn you. You dirty son of a... I don't even freaking knife carve. I collect carving knives. All right, where's my stuff? I thought I had that oil here. Where the hell did it go? Oh man, don't make me bend over it. There it is up there. Ooh, 53, gonna be 53 this year, getting up there. So this is just heavy mineral oil that you get from the grocery store or whatever your friggin' drugstore. I can always sand off. That's right. I can always sand off Rob's. I don't know. I might just do that. Keep this piece myself. I carved it for myself because every time I carve one of these ones, it's got to go. So let's put the oil on it. Watch those colors pop. Got to remember that all these colors in here, the way they are, I did it on purpose. It's a lot harder to do when you're trying to incorporate colors into a carving, first of all, then trying to incorporate them into when you're trying to do a negative space piece. But that was fun carving. Carved my ass off, which I knew I was going to do. So like the other ones, I'll give this good while for the thing stuff to dry, the oil. Then I'll spray it with a clear coat, especially sending it across the border. Don't want to have any wet oil. They might refuse it. You got to make sure you get the back too, because the back, well, you see the back from the front. I know this isn't a how-to video, but you guys can see my process, kind of how I do it. And it gives the community a chance to talk amongst each other's. I'll have just enough oil to do this. That make sure you get all the undercuts and everything. I even put some oil on the bark just to kind of blend it all in together. You know, I enjoy making gifts for friends. It's just kind of who I am as a person. So since just Carve Rob's getting this one, I'll have to carve myself another one tomorrow. If I did I have anything planned for tomorrow? I don't think I did. So I rounded it off the bottom too. Here, I don't know if you can see it, but I kind of, when you hang it on a wall, it looks like it's kind of rotten there too. So yeah, if anybody that's getting into carving and you can find some wood with different colors in the wood, try and figure out how you can make the colors in the wood beneficial, if that's the proper word. Let's see here. Actually, I'm going to hang this up because it's already got the hole. Get in there, you hole. Just let it sit, let the oil drip off of it. We get some better lighting on it in a second. Come on, you dirty. There you go. What do you think? What do you like it, Rob? Names on it. Damn you, I curved it for myself. But I can hang this in my room. I can still carve another one tomorrow. Actually, I could carve probably another one right after I'm done this live. Yeah, just send off Rob and put her. Okay, Gabriel. Hi, Gabriel. Have you ever used beeswax? I'm trying to use it, but I don't know if it's good to use. Not let me. What do you think? If he doesn't want it, I'll take it. Yeah, this is probably a $300 carving. Well, $200 anyways. This beeswax. No, I've never really used it. I tried to use it mixed with linseed oil for my soapstone carvings, but I don't know. I didn't really like it. Despite that spray clear coat Rust-Oleum, I put the oil on this to make the colors pop. Looks great, and you want to do another one anyways. Well, yeah, I do want to do another one. This looks way better in real life, for sure. It does. See that oil dripping there? Just put it on thick, let it drip off. And this will be dry by tomorrow. Not dry, but the oil will be absorbed into the wood, so you guys can see the colors really pop. Yeah, this is I'd probably say a $250 carving. If you don't sell it, who cares? Keep it. EER. Evil Rick. Oh, my back. What time is it there? So that's what I figured. This live would be about 3 hours. I'm going to carve another one tomorrow. Just carve Rob. I'm going to carve this one tomorrow. It's not as tall, I don't think. It's thicker. And you can take your pick of which one you want because, well, I can just send off your name. You know, Rick, you don't like carvings anymore. You said you don't have any more room for them. So for tomorrow's live, I'll have the bark already sanded off. Now, does anybody have any more questions? Yeah, I'm not into the wax. If you want the colors to pop, give it an oil. Hey, James. Don't have any wall space left. Thank God you don't. Thank the Lord that you don't. Yeah, these carvings like this look way better in person. So I'll be here at 12 Pacific time tomorrow. I'll have the bark already carved. I'm going to carve the bark off this other piece right now when I'm done this live. And since I'm carving live tomorrow, I might as well make that beachcombing video public. I tell a story in it, something that happened the other day, and well, just kind of like a little story time thing. Anyways, I think I'm going to get out of here if nobody's got any questions. It's starting to heat up in this room. Then late in the afternoon, the sun blares on this room and it gets hot in here. Thanks, Rick. Yep, there's most of the carving tools I use are in my Amazon shop. Evil Rick just gave the link. Hope everybody's doing good. There's my Evil Rick just left the link to my PayPal. If anybody wants to chip in for the chainsaw, it will help me. The chainsaw is already paid for, but now if anybody wants to chip in, their name will be entered to win a carving like this, but smaller, and it helps to pay for the shipping to send the carvings to the States or wherever around the world. If it goes to the UK, it's expensive. Even the States is expensive now. So I got 4 carvings and 2 books. 2 of my books, but each one of the books will be included with the carving. So we'll do this one tomorrow. I'm going to end this video. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Summer's upon us, and don't fuck up your back. Take it easy. Don't shit your pants. Don't shit your pants when you're riding your bike, Evil Rick. That'd be a nasty mess, especially if there was a rider behind you. Yes. You'll see my shed that I got, my gazebo. If you watch my beachcombing video tomorrow that I'm going to have out right after, you'll see I got my old Harley metal thing that my friend gave me on the shed. It's on one of the posts. It's like a plant hanger or something, or a coat. It's a coat rack thing, but I've had it for years and I put it up there. Anyways, we'll see you guys later. Thanks, everybody. Carbon Fusion, over and out. Be bad, like Evil Rick says. Be bad. Thanks, James. Thanks, Gabe. Thanks, Rob.